Time for Hope has had the privilege of having many gifted and insightful authors appear as our guests through the years. We have decided to rerun from time to time some of our past shows related to subjects that did and will again give our viewers the opportunity to be informed and inspired to accept the challenges they are currently experiencing in their lives. With this in mind, we have chosen to rerun the following edition of Time for Hope.
Welcome to Time for Hope, a faith-based mental health program. I'm Dr. Freda Cruz, and I'm delighted to have you join us as we welcome author, psychologist, and conference speaker, Dr. David Hawkins. With one of his newest books, Dr. Hawkins is asking the question, are you really ready for love? And then he proposes 10 secrets to finding the one you want. If you're tired of waiting for true love to find you, maybe it's time for a new and healthier approach, and that is to make yourself ready for love so that you will attract the right person for a meaningful and fulfilling relationship. There is more to come, so stay with us. David, you call yourself the relationship doctor. And in this book, you say that you have 10 secrets.
10.
10 secrets.
We can't give them all away, but I'll give you a couple.
To finding the one you want. You know, I'm almost thinking this is autobiographical.
Well, you know too much about me.
I know too much about you.
Yes.
I can see it all the way through. It's almost a tribute to Christy, and it's a lot about your own journey.
Well, it really is, you know, because so many people, myself included, think that we're ready for love. What a wonderful topic, love. You know, love. You see someone and you feel the pitter patter and you're attracted and they're attracted to you, and it ought to be good enough. Well, you know, I had a time of singleness, and I tell you what, pitter patter and heart palpitations does not love make, and I had to learn some lessons about that. So yes, the book is about, okay, if it's not about pitter-patter of heart, and if it's not about, wait a minute, hormones and different things like that, then and if it's not about finding, you know, narrowing our search, which is about that partially, but a lot of it had to do with me being ready and getting ready, and that's what I want to say to people in the book is, let's shift our focus just a little bit. Instead of this search outwardly, which is important, I want people to do that, but I want to make sure that they've done their homework first, and that's what the book is about.
You know, David, if we could get that truth out, even to those who have never been married,
yes,
and those who have been married,
yes,
and they're expecting to marry again, I think we would see the divorce rate headed down.
You know, we prepare ourselves more for getting a new wardrobe or getting our hair cut than we do for love, I believe. I don't think how many people do you think really sit down and think about, okay, now, what is love? How do I be a loving person? Can I receive love? Have I done my homework? Do I know how loving I am as a person behind the scenes? You know, have I done all of that work so that I'm really ready? And I'm telling you, out of the 90 million singles out there, I've interviewed 89 million of them. No, not really. But we're fumbling around, Dr. Freda. We're fumbling in the dark, and so we see all these people, you see them, who come in and say, I can't find a good man, I can't find a good woman. Well, they haven't done the work, they haven't done their internal work yet.
Yes, you know, and you even have some principles in here within these 10 secrets. For those that are already married,
Yep.
They can apply them in their relationship. Sometimes a marriage has to start over again, as
Yes.
it were.
Oh, good word.
Don't you encourage that in your counseling? I've had to encourage that. You know, let's just wipe it all out, as it were, and start over here, and just like they were getting married again.
You and I have done some broadcasts on hurting relationships, and this book is really designed for married people too, because creating love, that there's a science to this. There are principles and steps to creating a loving relationship, and thankfully it's not rocket science. I'm not a rocket scientist. There's some basic principles, which we'll talk about a few of them, and you practice them, and good things are going to happen.
Well, you look at the different kinds of love.
Yes,
We'd have to go to the scriptures, actually, and find the 4 kinds of love. But God doesn't, even His love for us is not that funny little feeling, that He loves us with. It's an unconditional love, and it doesn't have to do with feeling. When we just want to put feeling with love, and that's not always true. Love is not something you always feel, but it is something you do.
You do. And people, I have one of the chapters is called Doing a Love Inventory, and I want people to look at, I mean, literally, how loving are you? I mean, what did you learn about love in your when you're growing up in your family? I mean, do you know how to openly express love? Do you know about your mate or your date's love language? And do you practice that love language? Do you carry it in your frontal lobe? I mean, one of the things I try to do in my marriage now, I so want to maintain a vibrant relationship with my wife. I carry Christy around in my frontal lobe. I mean, I think about her. I think about how can I minister to her? What is her love language? And when I start to lose that focus, I catch a little bit of wrath at home because she says, you're distracted, you're not tuned into me. So there is a focus.
Well, loving someone is actually a service.
It is.
It's being willing to serve them, as it were. And David, that message is not getting out.
Yeah.
Most people believe love has to do with what I can get from the other person. And you have really done a great job in this book of saying that's not the way it is.
Right.
And when we come back, and it's time for a break, I want to tell you about something that happened while I was a teenager.
Oh boy, I want to hear it.
Someone defining love.
All right.
And teenagers need to know, because once they think love, then they think sex.
Yeah.
And that's what's got us in the mess I think we are,
you are right.
in today with our young people. So let's talk a little bit about that when we come back, and we will be right back.
Honestly, I think that's probably one of the biggest myths in all of dating right now, even among Christian singles, is that God has one perfect person waiting to bring you someday. And when I really began to think about that, I said, that has to be a myth, because that thought process always leads to fear and pressure and tension. Because if you think God has one perfect person, you're going to start to wonder, well, then where is this person? How do I find he or she? Or you might think,
on a mission, aren't you?
Exactly, and that kind of brings that sense of desperation out. Or if you feel like, well, God has this one perfect person, He hasn't brought them to me yet, is God mad at me? And that can also create a lot of unhealthy fear and tension. And we see all throughout the Bible, God is not a God of fear, He's a God of peace and love. And so I think what God is trying to really emphasize to us is saying, there could be a lot of people out there who could be a great potential mate for you. Rather than spoon feed you or make your life easy in that regard, what I really want to do is I want to mature your character. I want to conform you to the image of Christ, who is the perfect lover. As you become surrendered to Him and you let Him live His character through you, that's going to make you more attractive. Because as people see that you have integrity, that's going to begin to draw you to other people. I think one of the biggest truths that really turned my relational life around was when I realized romantic attraction can bring two people together, and there's nothing wrong with chemistry. I mean, we certainly advocate, if you're going to marry someone, you need to feel a very strong romantic and sexual chemistry and attraction to that person, but romantic attraction can bring two people together, but it won't keep them together. Sacrifice is what keeps people together. And I think we see that in the truth of our relationship with Christ, that Jesus came to earth, He initiated a relationship with us. He singled each one of us out as a unique, special individual that has value in His eyes. But had He stopped there, we'd still be isolated from God. It was His sacrifice that made the relationship possible. By Him dying on the cross for us, that's what allowed intimacy to bloom or to grow between us and God. In the same way, if we're going to enjoy intimacy with another person, especially in a dating relationship, then sacrifice has got to become a consistent aspect of the way that you interact.
It's great having you join us on Time for Hope. Our guest for today is Dr. David Hawkins. We're talking about his book, Are You Really Ready for Love? But as always, I want to share something from a viewer, and I'm going to ask our guest, Dr. Hawkins, to help me with this particular prayer request. Dear Dr. Freda, I have gone through a divorce. Now I feel like Satan is attacking me through an addiction to pornography. Please pray for a godly wife, since it is better to marry than to burn with passion. And we have taken this situation to God. We know that with God there is hope of recovery, even from an addiction to pornography. If you haven't shared your prayer request with us, we invite you to do so. In fact, we encourage you to do so, because we do take them very seriously when they come in to Time for Hope. And if you haven't visited our website, I always like to remind you that we have great resources there. And it's one of the ways that you can contribute to this ministry financially by going to our website and ordering the resources that are there. We'll be adding Dr. Hawkins' book to that resource list. Now, David, this has some of your own story in it, not the porn thing, but the divorce situation.
Yes.
And this addiction to pornography, it's huge.
Rampant. It's a rampant problem, and it's mostly secretive, because you can go on the internet and you can have a secretive problem here. We applaud this man for coming out and saying, I've got this addiction. We applaud him for applying Scripture. Okay, the Apostle Paul did say those things. What we want to caution him on is, no, this is an addiction now. We don't want to give Satan too much power here. I mean, Satan certainly is coming at us. We know that, but this man has an addiction. That's a set of compulsive behaviors with a patterned set of problematic behaviors. He has got to get himself some help. He doesn't want to take that into his next relationship. So, we talk about being really ready for love. We work on our baggage. I mean, we all have some. So he's aware of his baggage. That's good. But he does not want to take that into his next relationship, because that little bit of poison, a tiny drop of poison in a glass of water will kill you. And that will kill his next relationship.
As soon as the new wears off in that relationship, a strong possibility that...
I don't think it's a possibility, Dr. Freda. I think it's addictions require... This is a whole other broadcast, because, addictions I like to talk about, because they require incredible intervention. So we would say to this man, good job, you're labeling it, you're coming out with it, that's good. Now get into a program, get help, get it cleaned up, get it taken care of.
Ask for accountability, exactly. And even when he's considering remarriage, she needs to know about it, and she needs to hold him. He needs to allow her, give her permission to hold him accountable, right?
Excellent counsel. Accountability. So good for him. He's got a good start.
So, but you're right. Two things. He asked for prayer.
Yes.
And he recognizes, yes, that you do have more temptation as a single man. You would have to admit that he's true there. That's what Paul was saying, that if you can't control your lust, no matter... in that whole passage, no matter why you're single, if you can't control your lust, we've got an ethic here that Paul's talking about. It's better to marry.
Absolutely. He is making a very serious mistake, though. One of the mistakes he's making is he's implying that when he gets married, that will take care of things.
That will be a cure. It won't.
And what we want to say to people in this issue about being really ready for love is your next relationship is not going to cure anything. If anything,
it'll make it worse.
What I've discovered, relationship and marriage both bring out the best in us, and they bring out the worst in us. So whatever character, I'll tell you what, there's one person right now who can tell you every one of my character problems, and I do not want you to talk to her. And that's Christy.
I just saw her. I didn't have any time with her.
Yeah, she could enumerate them, because that's where our character stuff comes out. And that's good news and bad news. Bad news is our character stuff comes out there. So, listeners, viewers, I want to say to you, your stuff is going to come out in your relationship. So if you want to be ready for love, you will be in counseling, you'll be in prayer, you'll be in Scripture. You will know, you and I love this topic about mindfulness. You will be mindful of your character defects, your character traits that you're dragging along, and you'll be working on, with God, getting those things healed, because they will wreak havoc in your relationship. You wonder, we've got people wondering, I go with somebody and 3 months later they drop me. Well, and then 3 months later I go another one, 3 months later, well, you might be doing something that needs some attention.
And then we go to another mindfulness concept, and that is self-awareness.
Absolutely.
Giving ourselves that time, that quiet, that inner search, and becoming aware of our character traits and those faults and those things that we don't, as you say, want to take into another relationship or our first primary relationship.
The people I counsel with, they're so quick to think that this relationship is faltering because that person is doing something wrong. And they may be. They have their own character stuff, but guess who you can work on? You and I have talked about this. You work on you. You work on your pathological, your dysfunctional character traits, and it's going to help you out immensely in your love relationships.
The psalmist prayed, Lord, teach me truth in my inmost parts, in my inmost parts.
If there's any offensive way in me, let me see it.
Let me see it.
Oh, my goodness.
If each person in a relationship will do that, if they will do that,
it would radically change marriages, radically, and relationships.
Time for another break, David, and we'll be right back. I have often wondered if anyone can ever really know if he or she is ready for love. I have learned through the years that love can hold unsurpassed surprises. Falling in love and committing to a relationship with another person is fraught with risk, but life itself is full of risk. And as has been said, we are made for love. And without loving relationships, we become lonely and sometimes unhealthy people. I have said all of this to further relate that finding the love of our life is worth the risk involved. As I relate this, the words of an old song come to my mind. It's better to have loved a little than never to have loved at all. Pia Melody, in her book, Facing Love Addiction, relates that all relationships have an element of risk or surprise that keeps them interesting. And then she asserts, relationships require trust. The problems come when we do not recognize that trust is not a decision, but the result of certain actions. Trust is the result of taking risk over time and not getting hurt. Then Miss Melody advises, take some risk in the process, and if you don't get hurt, you might trust it. She continues, but unrealistic expectations can lead to pain in taking risk, and that pain can destroy the willingness to trust in the future. Now, I feel compelled to confront the other side of the being ready for love process, those who trust too quickly and too easily. I have frequently had to caution clients of mine when they believe that they have found their true love and are ready to plunge prematurely into a committed relationship to give the process time before making a decision. I agree with Dr. Hawkins that we cannot allow our emotions to rule and reign when we are looking for love. Instead, he relates, and I agree, that all persons, those who find it difficult to trust again, and those who are too eager to find someone to love them, should become more intentional about finding love and need to be true to themselves by taking an inventory of their readiness for love. The story of the patriarch Jacob and his love for Rachel serves as a wonderful example. So Jacob served 7 years to get Rachel, but they seemed like only a few days to him because of his love for her. Stay with us as we close out our discussion with our guest, Dr. David Hawkins, on Are You Really Ready for Love? Now, David, we mentioned something about the teenagers, you know, going by feelings and believing they're in love, and then they connect that to sex, and we're having so much premarital, extramarital, all kinds of sex these days, but it's very unusual to find a teenager that is not engaging in sexual activity anymore.
They are commingling their lives very, very quickly. I mean, just no boundaries whatsoever. The hormones are popping. They just commingle their lives. Boom. You know, I like you, you like me. Let's make good company. And what they're not doing, what in fact my first secret What they're not doing is being intentional from the very start, knowing where do they want to end up. And those that want to say and do say, I want purity in my life and I want purity in my relationship, and that will be a must-have. So I know, so any journey we take, we get out a roadmap and we plan how we're going to get there. I would really challenge teenagers to say, where I want to get to is I want to have a loving relationship. I want to be pure in my relationship. And so then that will guide me. When we're intentional, we've got our eye on the mark, on our goal, and we're not just meandering. And we got kids, we're just meandering, and not just kids, adults too.
So we're talking about sexual abstinence should be the goal when one is intentional. And when we think of the word intentional, it has more to do with the brain and the mind and thinking something out than it does allowing our feelings, as you say, to run rampant. But it reminds me of when I was a teenager.
We got a story, okay.
We didn't have this kind of thing going on, people did wait for marriage and so forth, most of them in my day, as it were.
Of a certain age.
Anyway, being reared on a farm, and we were out, a young man, a little bit older than myself, and I were with his mom. They always made sure somebody was with us when we were out in these large fields, and we were cutting sweet potato vines, getting ready to plant the new crop of sweet potatoes. And we were just having a good time, he and I. And the mom, she was joining in with us as a good mom would do. And we were cutting, believe me, we were cutting sweet potato vines. And so we got to talking about love, and we were, what is love? We thought in our day,
of course.
and I was probably around 16 at the time. But so we asked her, how would you define
good question.
love?
Yes.
Here's this, she's the mother of the young man. And she said, love is a little tickling around the heart that you can't scratch.
Oh,
Isn't how simple? It's a little tickling around the heart that you can't scratch. And we were supposed to go on that,
Well, and I think what we just said is that people are going on that. They're having a tickling around the heart, and that must mean we're supposed to get together. That must mean we're supposed to have sex. We should commingle our lives, and oh boy, all wrong. So of course there is an attraction. We shouldn't discount that. I mean, God created male and female, and God said, look, it's not good for man to be alone, and I'll create. I happen to think God said I wonder if he said, I'm going to create something va-va-va-voom for you there. And so that's all fine and good. But depth relationship, depth relating, where relationships really are made and where love can grow deeper and deeper and deeper. Now, that's far more than tickling around the heart.
With the intentionality, you talked about a goal, a plan, a goal. You talked about motivation. You talked about
knowing
purpose.
what you want in a relationship, being clear. I want 90 million singles and even those in marriage relationships to be clear. How do you create this thing that you're trying to create? What are your must-haves? What are your no, this is a deal breaker. When I was dating, I had deal breakers. I mean, I had to have someone of a faith that was very similar to mine. That was a deal breaker. I mean, we can't. It's a deal breaker. Okay, I wanted someone who had purity and who had integrity and ethics, and I mean, I had those things. Now, I also wanted a blonde. I got that. But that wasn't a deal breaker. That was a desire. And
so you actually have priorities. I
had priorities and deal breakers.
Those things that you can't live with, those things that you can live with, negotiating, all of that sort of thing can go on.
And it made my path very, very easy, Dr. Freda. I mean, when you know that when you want to go from Seattle to Sacramento, I mean, and you're clear about it, you really can't drift shift a whole lot if you've got your eye on the goal.
And what you're saying could so easily be applied to a marriage that's drifting.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So let's move on to these 10 steps that that you have outlined. So the first one is intentionality, and you said you would only give us about 3 of them. One of them you mentioned, taking an inventory of your readiness for love.
Yes.
That has to do with your past. What has what can your past reveal to you in the present that could keep you from shipwreck in a new relationship?
Yes.
Time's running out. Let's just give them another 1 or 2. How about the character traits that have sabotaged our relationships in the past?
You better know.
We've talked a little bit about that.
You better know if you have immaturity, if you have a temper problem, if you have self-centeredness. These things we smile about, Dr. Freda, but they will ruin a relationship. A little bit of immaturity, a little self-centeredness, a little anger, those things, again, it's like a drop of poison in a glass. If you've got some of these kind of character traits that I talk about, it will absolutely ruin your dating relationship or your marriage.
You know, bottom line, what your book says. If you want a good relationship, work on yourself and get ready for love. It's very well named, David. A great book again, another winner, as I would say. And certainly, I know our viewers are going to want to get a copy. And we also want you to come back and be on Time for Hope.
I love being here. Thank you.
I look forward to all your books coming out. And we also want you to join us again next week on Time for Hope.
A free fact sheet that contains additional information about today's topic is available upon request from our ministry. You can also receive a copy of today's resource for a contribution of any amount to the Time for Hope ministry. To receive our free fact sheet or our guest book or both, you may call us at 800-669-9133. Write us at Post Office Box 2169, Spartanburg, South Carolina 29304. Or visit our website at timeforhope.org. When you call or write, prayerfully consider a donation to our ministry. Our ministry's mission is to offer hope to discouraged and hurting people. As we continue to give out messages of hope, a financial gift of any amount to support this ministry will be greatly appreciated. When you do this, you are joining us in offering hope to many viewers seeking help and hope for their situation. This will also enable us to inform and inspire some viewers to expand our mission, as they learn and in turn can minister more effectively to hurting people around them. To see this program again online, go to our website or search for Time for Hope TV on YouTube, iTunes, and Facebook. Join us next week on Time for Hope as Dr. Cruz discusses another insightful topic.
And for me, the stop eating part wasn't because I wanted to be thin. It was because I didn't want to feel. And it almost killed me.
The eating, you actually felt something when you ate, and you didn't want to, you just said you didn't want to feel.
I didn't want to feel. The emotions that I was experiencing were so overwhelming that anytime I ate, I knew I would feel. And so I wanted to do whatever I could to numb myself out.
Until next time, have a great week. And remember, it is time for hope.